It is time now for the Muletrain News Program on this Tuesday, January the 7th, 2020. Brought to you today by the First Bank along with Leal's Mexican Restaurant. A memorial service for Lynn Dell Cox, 76 of Lasbuddy, was held last week on Friday afternoon, January the 3rd, at the Trinity Christian Center Church here in Muleshoe, with the pastor Larry Odom of Linden, Washington, and Radon Stanford of Muleshoe officiating. Lynn died Wednesday, January the 1st, in Lasbuddy. He was born December the 17th, 1943, in Watonga, Oklahoma, to Kenneth and Inez Cox. He married the love of his life, Sharon Odom and Dimmitt, on May the 9th, 1964. Lynn attended school in Watonga, Hart, Hereford, and Lasbuddy, graduating from Lasbuddy High School. He farmed in the Hub community for 5.5 years and then moved to Sunnyside, where he continued to farm. His farming eventually expanded to Lasbuddy. While at Sunnyside, Lynn was a member of the Sunnyside Lions Club and volunteer fire department and the Baptist Church. He was also part owner of the Sunnyside Farm Store and the Sunnyside Gin. After semi-retirement, Lynn began driving a truck. He enjoyed antiquing, going to auctions, fishing, watching football, and mentoring young people in the communities he lived in without knowing it. His most enjoyed activities were following his grandkids wherever they led him, whether it was a football game, little dribblers, stock shows, school programs, or graduations. Lynn would do his very best to be there to watch. He is preceded in death by his parents, a brother, Larry Cox, a grandson, Dallas Lynn Cox. Lynn is survived by his wife, Sharon, his son, Brandon Cox, and his wife, Valerie of Lasbuddy, a daughter, Cinnamon Bradley, and her husband, Zay of Dimmitt, a sister, Virginia Self of Hereford, 4 grandchildren, Leslie Brown and her husband, Brandon of Portales, Shelby Shields and her husband, Tyler of Friona, Houston Cox and Joshua Cox, both of Lasbuddy, 7 great-grandchildren, and several nieces and nephews. The family suggests memorials be sent to the Hope Lodge, 3511 10th Street, Lubbock, Texas, 79415, or the Lasbuddy EMS and Volunteer Fire Department, P.O. Box 155, Lasbuddy, Texas, 79053. Online condolences, of course, can be made at www.ellisfuneralhomes.com. Please keep the family of Lynn Dell Cox on your prayer list today. His memorial service was held last week on Friday, January 3rd, at the Trinity Christian Center Church. Please keep the Cox family in your prayers today. The Bailey County Republican Party invites all of the public to come here, and Lieutenant Colonel retired Alan West, who's a candidate for the Texas Republican Party state chairman position. He has been a decorated combat veteran, served as a U.S. congressman representing Florida's 22nd District, a Fox News contributor, author, columnist. He is a board of director member on the NRA and a board of advisors at Amegy Bank in Dallas for the Dallas region. He will be speaking at the Bailey County Electric Meeting Room this afternoon, Tuesday, January the 7th, from 1:30 until 2:30 p.m. Of course, the Bailey County Electric Meeting Room is at 610 East American Boulevard, and the Bailey County Republican Party invites all of the public to come and hear him. Also, you will get the chance to meet all the local Bailey County Republican candidates as well. If you want more information, you can contact the Bailey County Republican Party Chairman Carol Precure at 946-7322. That's Lieutenant Colonel Alan West will speak this afternoon, Tuesday, January the 7th, from 1:30 until 2:30 p.m. at the Bailey County Electric Meeting Room. And the Republican Party of Bailey County invited us to come, and we will film that. Look for it sometime during the day on Wednesday, our video at muleshoetv.com. Well, the 2020 Bailey County Junior Livestock Show has been set for Friday, January the 24th at the Bailey County Coliseum. The show will begin that morning, and the item or the order of the shows will be rabbits will be first, pigs, sheep, goats, beef cattle, and end up in the afternoon with a dairy cattle show at the Bailey County Junior Livestock Show. Again, Friday, January 24th at the Bailey County Coliseum. The next day on Saturday, January 25th, they will have a premium sale there at the Coliseum as well. We will be there to film the grand champion and reserve champions of each of the shows and the showmanship award winners in each class, along with the winner of the Jimmy Dale Black Showmanship Award, and that video will be available on Saturday, January 25th on our website, muleshoetv.com. Well, we were speaking with our Bailey County agent this morning about the show, and we found out that Curtis Preston has taken a new job with the Texas A&M Extension Service as a disaster assessment recovery agent. There are 15 of these brand new positions statewide, and he is covering the 20-county area surrounding Lubbock. These jobs will be preparing for and helping ag and livestock disasters that occur within their jurisdiction. So congratulations to Curtis on this promotion. At first, Curtis and his family thought they would be moving to Lubbock with this job, but now it has been decided that he will stay here in the office in Muleshoe for the time being, and Curtis has happily agreed to help out with this year's livestock show as well. So now the Bailey County Extension Agent's job is open and is currently posted for applications, so hopefully they will get that filled with a good candidate soon. We're glad that we get to keep the Curtis Preston family here in Muleshoe. It is time now for the weather forecast, brought to you today by K&K Pharmacy. First, a message from our sponsor. K&K Pharmacy right here in Muleshoe at 1411 West American Boulevard, where Christine K. or any of their helpful employees want to help you get rid of your weekly pill box. Find out how K&K Pharmacy can simplify your meds with the K-Pack Custom Medication Packaging Program, available now at 1411 West American Boulevard. Call them 806-272-7511. K-Pack Custom Medication Packaging, available now at K&K Pharmacy, where they can simplify your meds and get rid of your weekly pill box. Well, we did finish out 2019 with a total rain for the whole year at the Muleshoe Mesonet site, which is just 2 miles south of town, at 23 inches and 46/100ths, which is over 5 inches above our yearly average over the past 18 years there at the Mesonet site. The Earth Mesonet station, which is relatively new, ended its second year in operation with 19 inches and 17/100ths there for the year of 2019. It's in the field right next to Tolk Plant. Dora received right over the state line in New Mexico 13 inches and 27/100ths, so quite a drastic drop there, just probably 30 miles away from Muleshoe over the state line. 13 inches and 27/100ths for 2019. Morton was low too at 14 inches and 89/100ths. The Amherst Mesonet site got 25 inches and 62/100ths, so it beat Muleshoe. Friona was just under Muleshoe at 22 inches and 41/100ths for 2019, and those are all the Mesonet sites that surround Muleshoe. Again, Muleshoe Mesonet site got 23 inches and 46/100ths, which is up over our average over 5 inches. Last week, we started out the year right on January 2nd on Thursday. The Mesonet site got 7/100ths of an inch of rain, and here at the National Weather Service station at Channel 6, we got 8/100ths of an inch of rain. So that's a good way to start out the year, getting a little bit of rain. Looking at our forecast for today on Sunday, sunny today. High this afternoon around 59 degrees. West-southwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour, increasing to 15 to 20 miles per hour in the afternoon. So continuing on with some really nice weather conditions as we've gone through some warmer weather here in the new year. Sunny, high near 61 for Wednesday. So even warmer. South-southwest winds 10 to 15 miles per hour, increasing to 15 to 20 miles per hour Wednesday afternoon. Wednesday night, partly cloudy, low around 31. South-southwest winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Then sunny on Thursday, high near 62 degrees. West winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Thursday night, mostly clear, low around 28. West winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Then Friday, a slight chance of rain, mostly sunny, high near 52 degrees. West winds 10 to 15 miles per hour, becoming north-northwest in the afternoon hours. Partly cloudy, low around 20. for Friday night. Saturday, beginning the weekend, sunny, high near 52 degrees. Saturday night, mostly clear, low around 26. Then Sunday, mostly sunny, high near 58. So some pretty good weather for the next 6 or 7 days, as our highs will all be in the 50s to lower 60s, and then a slight chance of rain on Friday, mainly during the afternoon hours. So maybe we'll get a little then. K&K Pharmacy has presented to you this edition of the weather forecast. We'll be back with more Muletrain news in just a few moments after these messages from our sponsors, First Bank, along with Leal's Mexican Restaurant. Take control of your First Bank of Muleshoe debit card right from your smartphone with the My Mobile Money app. It's customizable card monitoring and controls that help you manage your accounts. With My Mobile Money app, you can set interactive controls to help monitor activity and prevent unauthorized use. You can turn your card on or off, set alerts, and deny transactions based on merchant or transaction type and location, monitor and control dependent cardholder usage, receive notifications of possible fraudulent transactions, and take action. Deposit checks through your phone. Download the My Mobile Money app now at the App Store or Google Play. For more information, you can also call the First Bank here in Muleshoe, 806-272-4515, or go by 202 South 1st Street. The First Bank right here in Muleshoe, offering the My Mobile Money app. Available at the App Store or Google Play. Call the First Bank here in Muleshoe, 806-272-4515, or go by 202 South 1st Street. The First Bank, member FDIC.
Leal's is the best Mexican food I've ever eaten in my life, and I've been alive for 10 years now. Hi, I'm Isla Reynolds, and I enjoy the phenomenal bean burritos, rice and beans and chips, and seasoning salt. I've been around and eaten lots of Mexican food in 10 years, and Leal's is the best for sure, with the original being located at 1010 West American Boulevard in Muleshoe, Texas since 1957.
Well, we hate to report that the Lady Mules have started on a cold streak to begin District 1 3A basketball action, as they did really well in the pre-district schedule, but they've lost in their first 3 games in district action. As we mentioned earlier, they fell to Canadian in the first game right before the Christmas break, 42-40, so a close, heartbreaking loss against Canadian. Then last Thursday at Bushland, they lost 72-50, and then Saturday here in Muleshoe, they fell in a second close district game to Spearman, 34-32. So hopefully they'll get back on track, as today, this Tuesday evening, they will be in action at Friona, as the JV girls will play at 5 p.m. and the varsity girls at 6:15. So go out and support the Lady Mules this evening. There will be no boys games today. The Mules likewise have dropped their first 2 district games in basketball action, falling at Bushland last week, 85-46, and then this past Saturday at home to Spearman, 70-51. Their next game will be on Friday, January 10th at River Road, as all 4 teams, JV and varsity boys and girls, will play. JV boys and girls at 5 p.m. They're at River Road, then varsity girls at 6:15 p.m., and the varsity boys will be in action at 7:30. So good luck to the Mules and Lady Mules, as they are now in District 1 3A basketball action. Some more events going on at Muleshoe High School is Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. The freshman Mules team will be in action at the Lasbuddy tournament. Their first game is Thursday at 4:30 there in Lasbuddy. Saturday, the high school honor band tryouts will be in Levelland, so good luck to our band members. Powerlifting meet will be in Plainview. Choir audition will be Saturday in Midland for the small school all-state choir. Then the Sudan speech and debate tournament will be held on Saturday as well. So good luck to all of our athletic and academic band and choir members as they participate in many different activities as school is getting back in swing for the spring semester. School started today on Tuesday for all students in the Muleshoe Independent School District. The teachers did have to go to an in-service training day yesterday on Monday. Well, the Muleshoe Meals on Wheels program is needing volunteers to drive meals 2 recipients. They need someone immediately to start a south route, which is mainly the Harmon Elliott Senior Apartments you'll be delivering to. And then another one route will need to be filled starting January the 8th on Wednesday, running the north route every Wednesday. Contact Judy Kaufman, the Bailey at the Bailey County Courthouse in the Office of the Aging, or you can contact her on the phone at 806-272-3647. Of course, Meals on Wheels is a great program, and the Muleshoe Meals on Wheels is always worthy of your volunteering time as well as your monetary donations. You can speak to Judy Kaufman again at the Office of the Aging in the Bailey County Courthouse, 806-272-3647. We'll be back with more Muletrain news in just a few moments, so please stay tuned. Since 1925, AIM Bank is proud to be one of the largest locally owned and operated banks in West Texas. Our expert bankers have an in-depth understanding of the local economy, and we are proud to provide our customers with quick local loan decisions. At AIM Bank, we know that strong local partnerships are crucial for growth and success. Investing in you has been our focus from day one. We provide the latest in technology for your online and mobile banking with features like mobile check deposit. At AIM Bank, we care about your accounts as much as you do, so we pride ourselves on real personal attention because we are also your neighbor. We invite you to come in and experience the real personal attention AIM Bank has to offer. We want to know you because we live, work, and raise our families right here in Muleshoe too. AIM Bank is committed to making a difference in the communities we serve. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Help us welcome to Muleshoe Dr. Kenneth Burke. Kenneth Burke, DO, is now practicing full-time in the medical clinic of Muleshoe and is ready to see patients. For an appointment, call today, 806-272-7544. Dr. Burke was born in De Leon, Texas, and went through Corpus Christi and Lubbock on his path to Muleshoe for his undergraduate training. And then in the U.S. Navy, he was responsible for mobilization and security of the medical and chaplain team. Shawnee, Georgia for medical school, and then Jersey City, New Jersey for his medical internship and family practice residency. Welcome to Muleshoe, Dr. Burke. He's purchased a home here and ready to make Muleshoe home again. For an appointment, call the Medical Clinic of Muleshoe, 806-272-7544. Help us welcome Kenneth Burke, DO, to Muleshoe. Well, on the menu at the Bailey County Senior Center, Main and Avenue D, they serve a good nutritious lunch at noon, Monday through Friday there. They'll be serving today on Tuesday, January 7th at noon, chicken spaghetti, spinach, carrot, and raisin salad. Wednesday, January 8th, chicken fried steak, mashed potatoes, country gravy, stewed okra. Thursday, January 9th, beef stroganoff, noodles, whole wheat roll. Then Friday, January 10th, fish or chicken strips, borracho beans, green peas, tossed vegetable salad. And on the items of activities that they'll be having today on Tuesday, there's Spanish class at 1 p.m., and also at 1 p.m., they'll be painting rocks, which is a craft. Wednesday, January the 8th, they'll have their Temple Builders group that work out together at 9 a.m. Then at 1 p.m., they'll be playing Loteria. Also at 1 p.m., they'll have their Spanish class on Wednesday. Thursday, January the 9th, bingo at 1 p.m. Friday, January the 10th, the Temple Builders will work out at 9 in the morning at the Senior Center. The Bailey County Senior Center sponsor of the week is All-Star Detail and Johnny Moreno. And riding this is the director at the Senior Center, Carolyn Johnson. I had the privilege of meeting Johnny Moreno for the first time this past weekend, and what a privilege it was. Johnny is the owner of All-Star Detail, an automobile detail service that began in 2016 after leaving a very secure but mundane job as a food inspector for the USDA. At the USDA, Johnny was enjoying his work, but he wanted more. There, he was paying the price for success, but what he really wanted was a career where he could enjoy the price of success. Johnny took a good look at himself and at what he was doing in Muleshoe, at the opportunities in the free enterprise system, and he stepped away from his comfortable job at the USDA and went out on his own to open a most successful detailing business. His passion and discipline for his work is the secret to his success, to a successful, prosperous business. Johnny admits that he has learned the art of detailing the hard way simply by experience. After seeing a need for a detailing business here in Muleshoe, he began reading, studying, and then experimenting by working on his own cars and his family's cars. He learned every detail he could about the detailing business: steam cleaning, waxing, polishing, protecting, etc. He told me that his detailing is different and totally separate from a car wash. He has become quite knowledgeable about chemicals and products and proper methods of preserving and protecting a vehicle. A big plus of Johnny's business is that you don't have to leave your vehicle at some location to be picked up later. He prefers to come to your home or place of business and do the work there. Johnny works on all vehicles, cars, pickups, Jeeps, motorcycles, and more. Royce Turner recently had Johnny detail 3 of his vehicles, one being the 10-year-old Kawasaki mule that he and Sandy enjoy riding in. Afterwards, Royce parked the mule out front, knowing he would be riding in it soon. He was surprised when 6 different people stopped by bragging on his new mule and wanting to buy his old one if he still had it. Quite a story that shows the quality of work Johnny does. Bruce Crabtree also shared his experience when Johnny detailed his motorcycle before he took it out on a tour. He said everyone who saw his ride commented on how great it looked. Crabtree said he's the best detail man in the country. He literally knocked it out of the park on my motorcycle. During their interview this past weekend, Johnny stressed that he wanted his business to be a kingdom-based business. He said, if it was not for God, I wouldn't be in Muleshoe doing what I love, and he gives back to God what he can because of his beliefs. He's an active member of the River of Hope Church here in Muleshoe. Johnny came to Muleshoe from Fresno, California, as a teenager. His parents are Raul and Rosa Moreno, who live here also. He graduated from Muleshoe High School, attended Clovis Community College and South Plains College. How delightful to visit with someone like him whose passion for his work comes through with his emphasis on commitment, excitement, and personal discipline. And Johnny Marino, an all-star detail, are the Bailey County Senior Citizen sponsor of the week. You can see him pictured on the screen here on the Muletrain as well. Find it on the front page of our website, muleshoetv.com. On your prayer list today, please remember Eric Hall and Dorothy Turner, Doris Scott, Landon Nichols, Clinton and Maxine Rogers, Dorothy Sorley, Gabby Stone, Brian Taylor. Remember Maureen Hooten and Ryan Markle, Carolyn Johnson, David Wire. Remember Becky Hawksbergen, also who is undergoing treatment for cancer in Lubbock. Remember Patty Kent, who is now at home after a long time at being in the hospital. Remember Robert Black, Barbara Blackman, Berta Combs, Jean Allison, Betty Noble, Joe Jinks, Judy Lambert, who's in Crown Point, Linda Goff, Pat Nichols, Don Williams, J.W. Harrington. Remember Susan Kirby and Sally Ellis, Leonardo Aviles. Please keep him on your prayer list today. Marshall and Ann Head, Tanya Crawford. Also, remember Matthew Alicon, who recently had a checkup this past weekend in Houston with his doctors there. Remember Gladys Black and Lewis Wayne and Wanda Schaefer. Mary Nell Bleeker, Robert Hooten, who's recently had another stroke and is a resident of Parkview Nursing Care Center. Remember on your prayer list today as well those that have recently lost a loved one over the holiday season. Lynn Cox, the family of Ramon Guillen, the family of Joe Angel Everett. Remember the family of Johnny Noble, the family of Gary Etheridge, the family of Helen Hulsey. Also remember the family of Joey Lubanos and the family of Vernestine Lewis, the family of Don McGuire, the family of James Leroy Thomas, and the family of Pat Clark, along with the family of Joe Harmon. Keep all these families grieving the loss of a loved one on your prayer list today. Well, it's just about time for us to go on this first edition of the Muletrain News in the year 2020. Brought to you today by the First Bank, along with Liao's Mexican Restaurant. You can hear our latest Muletrain News program free of charge, on demand, Hear them all archived as well on our website, muleshoetv.com. Click on the Muletrain News link at the top center of the page.
I'm Tumbleweed Smith. They didn't have the same surgery. Details in a moment on The Sound of Texas.
The Sound of Texas is brought to you here on muleshoetv.com by Bailey County Electric Cooperative Association, with offices in Muleshoe at 610 East American Boulevard, as well as in Morton at 1744 State Highway 114. They're celebrating rural electrification right here in the Muleshoe area through Bailey County Electric since 1939. They are owned by the members that they serve. Call 806-272-4504. Check them out online at bcecoop.com. The board of directors, the members, the employees, the manager, CEO David Markle, all hope you enjoy this Sound of Texas with Tumbleweed Smith.
Neil Hughes of Abilene and his cousin Dwight had different surgeries on the same day. Neil had a wisdom tooth removed, and Dwight had a vasectomy. To save possible embarrassment, their aunt was told that both Neil and Dwight were in for the same surgery. Word got back to Neil that was indeed the case. A couple of months later, Neil ran into Dwight.
First thing I thought of, I said, say, we had the same little surgery the other day. I said, one of mine went bad. And he said, one of them went bad. And I said, but there are places I don't like people poking around. I'm really sensitive there. He said, I understand. He said, I'm sensitive there too. And I said, if that one hadn't gone bad, it wouldn't happen. He said, well, how do you know if they go bad? And I said, well, they swell up. My jaw was just all out. And he said, that swelling? I said, oh, yeah, but you haven't shoot the works? Or, and he said, oh, yeah, I just had the whole thing. Well, I've known a lot of people that had all their wisdom teeth pulled just for grins and giggles. I said, did the surgery go all right? He said, yeah. I said, they'd pull a chunk out. And he was going, wow. He said, mine just snip, snip. I was like, boy, you are lucky. I said, did you get a dry socket after all this? And he said, what's a dry socket? And I said, well, they packed the hole with cotton. He said, oh my, does that hurt? I said, does that hurt? The only thing touching the chair was the back of the head and the heels of my feet. And he was just sitting there going, he said, I just, yours was a lot worse. And I said, did you ever get so tired of eating lukewarm soup in your entire life? And he said, I've never had lukewarm soup. And I said, well, what did you eat? And he said, well, I had a steak. And I said, how could you eat a steak? And he kind of got this look in his face, and he said, what surgery did you have? And I said, I had the same surgery you had. He said, no, tell me the name of it. And I said, well, I had my wisdom teeth cut out. And he said, who told you I had my wisdom teeth cut out? And I said, our Aunt Matt. And he said, okay. As far as Aunt Matt will ever know, we had the same surgery. We did not have the same surgery.
Neil Hughes of Abilene. I'm Tumbleweed Smith with The Sound of Texas.